Well, good morning, everyone. This is R Vermil 47, Robert Vermillion, coming to you from Dallas, Texas. Today is July the 2nd, 2012, and I'm making this video at 10:22 a.m. Central Time. The sun has been active overnight. We are getting data now back flowing pretty good out of Maryland. And we had a pretty decent M flare this morning. It was an M of 5.6, so pretty strong, and it had some duration. So it lasted, probably about 20 minutes at its height, which is a pretty decent time for that strong one. Although there was no protons, it was not a solar radiation flare, but it was a decent flare, and you can see it came from this section right down here on the solar disk, and I'll show you it in motion here in a second. But anyway, just wanted to let you know that this was a decent flare. Again, it happened universal time. Would have been 10:52. That would have been let's see. I always have to do this in my head, and it's confusing sometimes to tell you what time it really happened here. But let's see. 12 is 7. 12 is 7. And 11 is 6. And 10 is 5. So at 5:52 this morning, Central Daylight Time, is when this flare would have occurred. Okay, here is the 304 angstrom of the sun, and the areas that the flare came from this morning are down here. But you can see flaring happened yesterday. This is just spitting out stuff. This one will flare here towards the end as we run the time by here, and the sun is amazingly busy right now. Wham wham, and we start this loop over. Some interesting features. We've got some filaments and prominences. The the coronal hole. It doesn't show up as well in this picture. I just wanted to show this, and mainly because this little spot here is just, it's just like blowing out stuff, just blowing out. This is the one, again, that shot off our M5.6 this morning. Watch this little solar earthquake over here when we have this area erupt, and you'll just see sections around it just spread out. So the sun is quite an amazing thing to watch. It's just fun. It's interesting, and it's amazing. Look at that. It almost looks like the whole thing. It's like a like in the old days whenever we used to have real film and an old 8mm camera or projector that we had at school, and it would stop, and then the light would burn through the film, and of course the teacher got mad and we all laughed. But anyway, I digress. But that's what that kind of reminds me of, is because it just kind of goes, the fire just kind of goes. So anyway, that's our exciting sun. It is throwing out stuff. The M56 flare this morning was Earth directed, there was a radio sweep, radio type 3 sweep, or radio 4, I'm sorry, sweep of about 1,100 kilometers per second, and so that's pretty quick. That's pretty fast. Again, it will be Earth directed, so we'll look for coronal mass ejection headed this way over the next couple of days. As we get to see more of it, we'll understand kind of what it's made up of, and we'll just see if it has any effect, and if it's going to trigger some more auroras and some of the good stuff. The coronal hole has still got the solar winds elevated, and that is still causing us to have some active auroras at the mainly high northern latitudes. The flare that did happen this morning did cause an R2 radio blackout, which means that there were several frequencies that were unavailable during the flare. And that's what happens when we have solar flares like that. So let's move on before I just keep boring you. Okay, I probably have never showed you this before because a lot of people, it might like freak out, or you might not know much about it, or might not care about it. But this is the gamma ray burst map, and it shows the gamma ray bursts that have happened in the last, generally, I believe this goes back at least probably about a year or so. But the ones that you see flashing in red, of course, as it shows over here, is less than 7 days old. We've had 3 gamma ray bursts now. 2 of them happened on June the 25th, and then the last one just happened this morning. Well, it would have been yesterday evening, but this morning, Universal time, so on July the 2nd. So some gamma ray bursts coming out. What does that mean? I don't know. Look it up and read on. Generally, if a gamma ray burst is supposed to gonna destroy the Earth one of these days, it would happen before we knew it. So apparently we were safe from these guys. Quick look at the magnetometer from the HAARP facility in Gakona, Alaska. Shows that we are getting magnetic fluctuations again. Again, that would be from the solar coronal hole that keeps our solar wind speeds up high. And then we'll see also once we get the impact of the next coronal mass ejection. There could be more than one coming at us right now, but as you can see, it is continuing to be unstable and unsettled, but nothing severe there. Okay, let's go ahead and check out some actual weather on Earth, terrestrial weather that would be. And you're looking at the TML1 Skycam that's coming to you live from Denton, Texas, from my brother's house, who's not there right now. He happens to be, I think, playing around in Roswell, or they may be coming back today, but he was out visiting aliens out there. Anyway, you can see we've got cloudy skies, and that's just due to the lots of moisture building up in the area. We had a lot of moisture yesterday. You know, this morning you've gone out, it's sticky and humid out there, and there are a few showers on the radar. Today will be kind of like yesterday. We may see some showers move up from the south again as the sea breeze front comes up, and we also may have a few leftover boundaries from yesterday's showers. But again, there's you a live look at 10:31 anyway, from TML1 Skycam located in Denton, Texas. Here's a look at the water vapor satellite, showing you the main areas to watch for today. I would say probably, again, you're going to have a slight chance of severe thunderstorms again along the Canadian-U.S. border. There's probably going to be, again, some severe thunderstorms maybe a little further south than they were yesterday, again, along the southeast coast. That's a pretty good area of moisture that's surging down here. It could get in the Gulf and I guess make some waves. But I really don't expect any features out of it to become too much developed. Here's the old Tutlow that's been giving us stuff here in Texas, and rotating moisture up in. This is probably our last day for the best stuff. As you can see right here, we have the bowling ball effect of a high that's just kind of rolling in. A high pressure system has sinking air in it, so when you have sinking air, then you don't have a really good chance of clouds building up because they're being mashed down by the sinking air. So hot weather will continue throughout the majority of the eastern sections of the United States, and also here in the central sections where we are, again, where I am, should I say, here down in Texas. Again, this morning, the sea breeze front and just some boundaries may be causing some showers and thunderstorms to form, hopefully, in our areas. Again, they'll be quite efficient rain producers because we still have very high precipitable waters, which means when when the water does fall out of the rain cloud, there is a lot of it to fall out. So again, just kind of a summer looking pattern here with the trough coming in or staying out on the west. We've got a high pressure system pretty much over the central sections, and then where the trough kind of dips down in the east is where we get some thunderstorms out here. Okay, this is level 2 high resolution radar from the Fort Worth radar site, KFWS, and Dallas, Fort Worth. Here's Denton, Bowie, Abilene, Comanche, Meridian, Cleburne, Maybank. I'm sure all you can read, so I don't have to read those for you, but I'm just kind of orienting you like you need oriented. Anyway, just showing you that there are showers out there. Showers up into the northeast of us, but also these showers out west. These may lay down some boundaries that we'll look for later today for maybe some shower and thunderstorm activity. This morning, I don't see any lightning strikes out of those, so they are just plain showers. So wait, that's kind of it right now. Nothing too exciting going on as far as weather, space-wise, or Earth-wise. The one thing with space weather, we should expect some active auroral activity. That's redundant. In the next few days, and we will keep an eye on it. I'll keep you updated on the approach of the next coronal mass ejection that came out of that M5 flare this morning. So anyway, again, this is Robert Vermillion, R Vermil 47 from Dallas, Texas, and y'all have a great day. Okay.